Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And don't mind the boxes in the back. I was just sending stuff off to Goodwill and delivering stuff to Big Brothers and Big Sisters for charity. But anyways, I wanted to do a video on my firsts because we never really talked about it. And I know if your first is anything like mine, they were hella awkward. So let's get started. So the first time I ever kissed a guy, I was in the 7th grade, and it was my brother's friend. His name was Nathan. And of course he used to come over to our house all the time, and really cute, blonde hair, had a crush on him. And then he asked me to go out in the backyard for some reason, and we ended up around the side of the house, and he kind of pushed me up against the side of the house, and then he kissed me, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I really feel bad for him, but it was a nice first kiss, and I will give him credit for that. Like, he'll always, be in my memory books for giving me my first kiss. So the first time I ever gave a blowjob was with this guy named Brent. I was 18 years old. He was in the military, and I was hanging out with my friend who was dating a guy in the military, and he introduced me to his friend. And we started making out, and he goes, "I want you to give me a blowjob." And I'm like, "You want me to do what?" Like, I had no clue. And so I was just like, okay, I guess I'll try. And I remember, like, he had to tell me what to do. So, like, I know it was hella awkward because I was just like this, and he goes, "Yeah, just like that. Now do this, cut my balls. Okay, lick my balls, and I probably was just terrible at it. I don't know if I scratched him with my teeth. I have no clue. I wasn't as proficient as I am now, and I'm sure I didn't like cover my teeth, but anyways, it must have been okay because he got there. So the first time I had sex, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was 18, just about to graduate from high school. Never dated a guy in high school. And I was dating this 23-year-old in the military. And he rode motorcycles, and that's what got me into motorcycle riding. And then so we just got along. And then, of course, he wants to have sex after we've been dating a few months. And, I tell him I'm a virgin, and he's like, "Okay, that's okay. Like, I'll be gentle," and all this other stuff. And then he whips it out, and I'm like, oh my God, like, this dude was huge. Had a snake in his pants. And I know you guys are gonna ask me, how big was he, Michelle? He was a good 8 inches and thick. But he was a good person for me to lose my virginity to, because he was really nice. And I remember that song, "I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight." That was the song playing when I lost my virginity. Did I go down on him? No, I didn't. Even though I'd done it once before, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So those were my first time I kissed a guy, first time I gave a blowjob, first time I had sex. And it was all when I was 18. So I don't know if you could call me a late bloomer. Back then, I think I was right in line, like normal people. Nowadays, I don't know, people seem to be having sex like at 13 and stuff. And I'm like, that's just crazy talk. So let me know, when was the first time you had your first, down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. And as always, happy hunting.